let's see how this goes. Solo. Let's hope this works. So far, so good. I want to actually finish this. But I am constantly worrying about the laptop now. Hello, Mercury! We back to drawing, welcome. Hello, I listen to Smiling Faces Sometimes by Temptations, Don't Make Me Wait Too Long by Barry White, and Hands Up by Ottawa. How you doing, Mercury? It's been a while. What you up to? What you up to? I am fighting with the computer. And hoping that it doesn't crash out on me today. I want to actually finish stuff. Hopefully the things I've been applying to reach out, because I need new laptop, please. Yes, usual. Although I might have to cut short anyway. Yeah. I mean, I could probably also do a stream Friday if I wanted to. What happened to your computer? It's getting old. It's an old MacBook, and like before I did like a big old update on it, it was glitching out. Like every so often the keyboard would just decide, you know what, let's type in Wingdings, and you can't do anything about it. And then I updated it, and it was still doing it for a while. Until I agreed to the stupid iCloud thing. And now it barely does it, but it still will occasionally glitch out if I have like too many things going on at once with the laptop. It's not fun. I see that's why it had potential to crash, because it's old. Yeah. It's old, it's Apple, and it's just a pain in the butt. And the stuff that I use, it's not really best on MacBooks. Blender is not really great on a MacBook, but I don't use Blender to render out super realistically detailed images. But still, Blender kind of takes a toll on this thing. It's not as bad as when I had to use Maya on this thing. When I had to use Maya on this thing, it would scream. This laptop's fan would go off, man. And so far, it hasn't done anything like that for a while, but still, that was like, ooh. Ooh, a jet engine. I see. Yeah. But it's like, I can't really draw things for as long as I want to. Because it usually takes a good couple of hours to finish a drawing, and I sometimes just sit here to finish a drawing in like one go, so I'm sitting here for like 2-3 hours. And that's not very kind to this laptop. Not kind at all. At least with streaming, I always kept it to like an hour or something. Or at least I try. Because sometimes I'll be yapping for more than an hour. But at least with drawing, I try to keep it short. If it's just me yapping and there's nothing going on, I'm fine with letting it go on longer. But then again, this laptop is just... Eesh. I'm in need of a new one, but I can't afford a new one. I'm trying to find jobs so I can afford a new one. Hello, it's Marcus. Twist art day, best art day. I want to finish this. I want to see if I can finish this deuce. I didn't even get started on the jacket. But that's because the jacket is... It needs a different approach. That jacket needs a different approach. I at least want to get this down. Or I could just leave the jacket off, you know. I don't feel like drawing lace. Although I still might have to cut this short, because I got things to do later. I'm like half ready. I'll go and listen to Rocksteady by Aretha Franklin, Iron Man by Black Sabbath, Ain't No Stopping Us Now by McFadden and Whitehead. Bye! Bye-bye, Marcus! I mean, not Marcus, bye-bye. Mercury. I got my M names confused. Oops. How you doing, Marcus? What are you up to? I don't know if you were here the other days. But there's some new Disney Anime Boy game coming out. Or at least I think it's a Disney Anime Boy game. I still can't tell what this is. Hold on. Let me swap real quick. Like, I can't tell what this is yet. I'm still doing research on this because everything is in Japanese and there's not that many translations yet. But there is a new game. This is the teaser image. And it's called Disney Spark Link Stars. I still don't know what exactly it is, but this one has Pixar characters up front. Like, this one is allowed to use Pixar characters right away. I'm still not sure if Twisted Wonderland can use Pixar characters yet. I don't think there might have been references to some Pixar things, but Pixar is nowhere in Twisted Wonderland so far. But this one has it. And it's like, there's a magical tree. That's all I figured out with my research so far with this one, is that there's a magical tree and happiness and joy and wishes. So this one's very, like, princess hero coded in comparison to Twisted Wonderland. But yeah, that's something I'm going to be keeping an eye out on. Because I have no idea so far what it is about. I've just been fighting people translating things so far. That's how I know about the magical tree. Well, it's kind of sad because there used to be this YouTuber that I used to watch who kind of introduced me to the existence of Twisted Wonderland after I discovered the silly Tumblr post about it. And she used to also cover a whole lot of different otome games and stuff like that in that genre. Especially stuff that was, like, already in Japanese, not translated in English yet, but she's retired, and I'm just like, man, I wish you were here, because I need to know what this is. She also did, like, a really good translated playthrough of Twisted Wonderland up until book 6. She never got to book 7, and she never really did events, but she did a whole bunch for the main story, and I'm like, thank you. Thank you for all you've done. Because she was translating it herself. And also playing through it and stuff like that. It was a nice playthrough, because, like, there's channels out there that do translate the main story, but they're not as good. They're not as good because it's either just machine translation or, well, yeah, it's mostly just machine translation, either by somebody who's Japanese who just kind of wants to throw it out there, or somebody that only speaks, like, English and is just machine translating it and not really double checking what the machine's putting out. Like, in both instances, it's kind of just by people that are kind of just throwing it out there without really double checking if it makes sense or not. Which is kind of sad. At least when it comes to YouTube. If you're trying to find somebody playing through the games in Japanese. But, I've been finding most of my current translations through Tumblr. Through Tumblr and the Twisted Wonderland wiki, the first one. Not the wiki one. There's a different Twisted Wonderland wiki on a different website that I use, because that one's the one that's been translating the game in Japanese since it kind of, like, dropped. So I use that one. I don't use the newer one, which is basically just the English one, because I want more close to original intent translations. Like, I'm very picky about that stuff. And I feel like people overcomplicate it. Kind of overcomplicate the translation issue. When in reality, if you actually care about art and or your job, you should be able to translate with as close to the original intent as possible while taking certain liberties when absolutely necessary. I don't know, because I don't know what goes on behind the scenes at some of these places that, you know, translate work and stuff like that. But, like, if you're able to get access to, like, certain notes from, like, the original development team, I feel like that should be taken advantage of. In order to ensure that you're getting as close to the original intent as possible, especially if it's, like, you know, if a character is making a certain reference that is already something that people in the US would absolutely understand, I feel like that's one of those things where, like, you don't need to change it. But if it's, like, something that only a Japanese audience would understand, it would probably be better to, like, translate it into something an American audience could probably understand, or just get rid of the reference. Like, I'd rather that than trying so hard to, like, make some kind of funny joke that doesn't match the vibes at all. Yeah, I'm very picky about that. Because then it feels like a betrayal when you end up looking at the original and you realize that almost everything you liked about it is, like, not present in the original source, and you're just like, what is this? Why am I being lied to? Well, because somebody thinks they're funnier than the original creator. I don't know, I feel like it's a problem that people overcomplicate. Mainly because big companies don't really seem to care too much about the quality of it. Or at least they don't really care too much out of, like, what the actual creators intended. Because they're given the impression that, oh, well, you have to make a bunch of changes in order to appeal to the other audiences. And it's like, that's kind of not true. You don't need to make extreme cultural changes in order to get people to enjoy something that they probably would have enjoyed with its original intent. Like, that's not absolutely necessary. I feel like it does a disservice. Hello! Hi, Lulu! I'm almost done, do not worry! I want to see if I can at least finish this. I'm yapping. I be yapping about translations for some reason. I'm just very picky. I just want to finish this Deuce drawing at some point. And then I will finish. Oh, I am so close to finishing the comic page. It's the only thing that's been bothering me is I keep kind of going back to the background. I'm just like, I need to make it look better, but then at the same time I'm like, no, I need to stop messing with it. I'm gonna make it look worse if I keep messing with it. I didn't miss stream after missing like 3 streams. Oof. Yeah, this one might be a little bit short. We'll see. Depends on if the laptop behaves or not. And then I have to go somewhere later, so it's still probably gonna be cut short. But hopefully not as short, because last time I couldn't get past like 30 minutes, and then this laptop just like decided, screw you. Wingdings it is. Yeah, because I want to at least... At least get past 30 minutes. I could work. Would you mind if I did the commission live? At least for right now. I don't know, I just feel like I should ask. Unless it's like for like a project that you need to keep secret for a while. I probably should have asked that earlier. Because I could work on it. I don't want to develop bad habits as like a artist. Because I do the thing where I keep flip-flopping between drawings before I finish one. And it's like I don't want to do that too often, especially with paid work. That's why I want to ask. If not, it's fine. Again, it's like almost done. Well, this is something that I was working on stream where it's like I should actually finish this. Like, this one's also a priority. A priority piece. Although at least for this one, I might, like if I finish it, this deuce drawing, I'm probably gonna leave the jacket off and just be like, it's finished, and then I will make another one later with the jacket, because I just, the jacket's gonna take forever to figure out. Because it's a lace jacket. Also, I probably need to go back and check the shading for the, actual comic pages, because I think I forgot to add detail to Jamil in one part of it. Because you can see his jacket, and I forgot to add the flames. And I keep saying to myself, I gotta go back and fix that. And I don't think I've fixed it yet. Oof. I keep noticing things. Pretty sure I do need to call it about now. No, I can keep going. I'm eventually gonna have to end it. Let's see what lasts longer, the laptop or my time limit. Oh, this time it is lagging. And last time when I wasn't drawing, and it was just me yapping, it was running smoother. But if I try to draw, it starts running really bad now. Well, it's always kind of done that when I draw live. The VTuber model kind of lags. And it was amazing to watch as I write a script. Thank you. My constant yapping about my worries. But like that's the whole point of why I do this. It's more like just kind of recreating the feeling of kind of just working in a room with other people doing like similar things that you're doing. It's kind of recreating that environment of like, oh yeah, let's just do whatever we're doing and then yap occasionally. This is a creative zone. Everybody's working on their own creative endeavors. Same time. It's nice to have this in the background, like yep, yep, work, yep, yep. We're working and yapping. We're having fun with it. It's kind of like those videos like that people sometimes post where it's like, study with me or whatever, and it's just somebody just doing their work silently in the background, except this is live, so I can yap every so often rather than just sit there in silence. It's like, I kind of understand the purpose of those videos. It's like, oh, you want to kind of recreate a sort of quiet working environment, like an office-y environment, while you're working at home or something, or while you're studying for your exams or whatever. But like, realistically, I feel like people yap while they do that as well. Although in a more professional setting, you're kind of just like quietly whispering to each other every once in a while, like, oh yeah, did you hear about which I guess reminds me of something, my sister showed me some weird meme image or whatever, and she thought I knew what she was talking about. She thought I knew whatever it was she was talking about, but it's like, it's some weird soccer World Cup meme thing, and I'm just like, I don't understand. I have not seen any of this pop up in my feeds because I don't care about sports, so it wouldn't pop up in my feeds anyway. Just based on the stuff that I look through and browse or whatever, it's like, it's not gonna pop up naturally. And I'm just like, what What is this? Why are you showing me this? Why did you think I would know what this is? She's like, I've been seeing it everywhere. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't use Instagram. Hello, welcome. We drawing, yapping, creating. Well, yapping, how you doing? I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. I'm not good with the pronunciation, and I also just can't really see the screen very well. I've also discovered that I need to lower the brightness. We like drawing here, that's for sure. We be drawing, yapping, I talk about anything, really. Main focus is on Twisted Wonderland, so if you want to learn about it, I'm the person you want yapping, sort of. Today we're trying to finish this drawing of Deuce Spade. Or at least trying. I'm trying to finish this. I started this like a couple days ago. I'm just like, I need to actually finish it. I need to commit to finishing it now. Because I would do this thing where I would start drawing and then I never finished it. Or it would take me like way too many months to come back to it and finish it, but even then it's like I gotta start over now because this doesn't look like anything like I wanted it to. Whereas nowadays I'm more committed to finishing things that I start as long as I'm streaming. What do you be drawing? What creative endeavors are you up to? Why'd I have to choose such a dynamic angle? Why must I do this to myself? We almost done! Sort of. I ain't doing anything crazy for this background, honestly, because that'll be a pain. Like, no way am I doing a background that's extremely detailed. We're getting something simple here. You're getting the simplest of backgrounds. I don't know, I feel like I could have done better, but I kind of just want to finish this. We're in the final stretch. Although I do need to remind myself to find more examples of good shading that I like. Because I do be needing it. Actually studying the illustrations from the cards actually might help better. Because it does kind of have the shading I am looking for. Kind of forgot I needed to add a little bit of color to this. Oopsies. Because without it, it kind of looks like it's missing something. Nothing too crazy, just something that gives you an idea of where his mouth is. There's the makeup. Oh, I need the makeup too. Oh, snap. It's missing a final touch in his face. Where is... Where is you? There is you. There is Deuce. It's like a goldeny. I need to look at this. It's sparkly and blue. A sparkly blue. Yeah, I did! We're in the home stretch! The laptop is still alive! Now we just need to add his makeup. And it's gonna be fun and sparkly. And a little, it looked a little goldeny. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that here as well. And then blend it. Oh yeah. Maybe clean up the corners a little bit more. The corners were pretty sharp. And then we add sparkles. They looked a little goldish. Make that a little bit bigger. There we go, his sparkly eyes. Oh, isn't he handsome? Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. Oh my gosh. He's finally coming together. Well, the important part is done. We're just gonna do a really lazy background real quick that I will hopefully finish sort of later. Don't want that there. Okay. Yeah, this is eventually gonna eventually I'm gonna make this look a little bit similar to the background for the card. I kind of did that with Appel as well, where I made the background kind of similar to that tabletop background. Deselect, please. I can probably do a little bit of that right now. More on this. Will be cleaned up later. For now, we just have that. A vague general background. Yay! He's finished. For now. I still gotta like just make the background look cleaner, but that's coming up later today. Yay, we finished in time. Now I gotta go. So really quick outro, I guess. I'll probably stream Friday as well. That one's probably going to be more yapping, but we'll see. Thanks for stopping by.